G'day, guys. Welcome back to Bearded Mafia podcast. This is episode 14, and we're your hosts. I'm Rob.
Matt.
And I'm Ryan.
And I hope you've all been well. We've been talking about the beer review we had just recently, and that was a really good one. Really enjoyed that review. I cannot wait to do some more of them.
Resounding success, I think.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good, and we were all shocked at the taste of that beer. And if you want to watch that episode, go back and watch episode 13.
Absolutely.
It's a good watch and a good listen. I've listened to it a couple of times now. It's actually pretty funny. We had to, when we edit these things now, though, we have to realise that you can't take out background noise because it takes out the whole effect of opening a can as well. So you don't get any of that ASMR.
No.
Yeah.
If we had known, we could have just put our voices in there.
Simulate the sound of crunching cheese and onion chips.
Yes. So what have you boys been up to?
You go, Ryan.
Well, okay. Yeah, I've just been plugging away lately at the barbecue videos, trying to keep a consistent sort of trend going of weekly uploads and whatnot. As far as the barbecue rubs are concerned, I've sort of been tweaking recipes lately to aid with that anti sort of clumping that barbecue rubs are known for. So I done a test over the weekend actually, and I just left the bottle out on the table outside. It was raining. It was sunshine, and I think what I've done actually is I've stopped using brown sugar in the barbecue rubs itself. So the brown sugar, as you would know, brown sugar is naturally like sort of like that Connecticut sand type consistency. It sort of like sticks together. You blend it up and it's fine, but after a while it'll just come back together. So I've opted for white sugar, which actually gives the barbecue rub. Got one here actually. I did not prepare this earlier. It sort of gives the barbecue rub a sort of a lighter color, but the taste is exactly the same because it's still got that sweetness of the sugar. So, yeah, I think the white sugar is going to be the way to go. It's probably made it a little bit more unhealthy, but anyone eating barbecue that's trying to be healthy.
I know, right?
So you pretty much fixed the clumping problem now.
Yeah, well, I think so. Like, I reckon, like in the past, especially when I was using the shakers, and even like the stand-up pouches weren't as bad as for clumping because it was a lot easier to break up. But if I was 100%, if I had have made up a jar of this with the brown sugar instead of the white sugar, this would have been already clumped. And it's like we've had like temperature swings in the last couple of days. And it's just been sitting outside here on the table, and hands down, if that had brown sugar in it, that would have clumped. So I reckon, I think I have, and because I wanted to find a natural alternative to put into the barbecue rubs instead of using those. There's a compound called silicone dioxide, which is an anti-caking agent, which a lot of like bakers use it and shit like that. And I was like, I didn't really want to use because it was like you're googling how to use it. You're supposed to add no more than 2% of silicone dioxide to the total weight of your product. I was like, no, I'll end up messing that up, and it's a bit of a volatile sort of ingredient. So, yeah, the white sugar seems to work. It's the only rub that I've got actually, apart from the Godfather, that has sugar in it anyway. So I didn't really have too much clumping issues with the Dark Temptations and the ox dust because there's no sugar in them. So but yeah, no. But apart from that, I do have a new barbecue rub. Hopefully, I've just got to wait for the labels and ingredients to get here now. We're going to be releasing a pork rub. So we've got the pork. It's going to be sort of. There's going to be predominantly a pork rub because I've figured like the Dark Temptations and the ox dust, which is essentially just salt, pepper, and garlic, were your you know, the two predominant beef rubs already. The all-purpose, you know, I haven't found anything that all-purpose doesn't go well on. But I found,
Watch
like,
City.
especially like when you're cooking barbecue on the weekend, I don't know, I might be different, but I love cooking beef, don't get me wrong, but I cook a lot more chicken and pork as
Yeah.
a whole percentage. So I thought
Yeah.
if I could do like it's going to be a pork dominated rub, but I reckon it'll go well on that chicken, and that is going to be like this. The flavor profile is going to be like a spicy sort of honey type flavor.
Mm.
So
Sounds
that's,
nice.
yeah, that's where I've been at. I've sort of just been working on like rebranding the whole, not rebranding, but sort of updating logos and different shit for the socials and stuff like that. And yeah, sort of just been focusing on doing those. I reckon I'm at 3 to 4 videos a week now, which is it's worked a lot for selling the barbecue rubs, because I always try to incorporate the rubs in each video, sort of like its own sort of form of advertising. So
Yeah, sure.
but yeah, that's where I've been at. Things have been
No,
poking
you've
along
been
smoothly.
doing well with the video uploads and pumping out the rub. I'm really am looking forward to trying that new pork rub on some pork belly burnt ends. That would be something to try.
I mean, like I said, the all-purpose rub is, I love that rub on pork. Like it's probably at the moment it would be my go-to, but I'm just hoping if I got the idea of what this rub's going to taste like, and like, funny thing is I've already made the logos and the labels and everything, but I haven't actually thrown the ingredients. I got the ingredients list there. I'm just waiting for the ingredients to show up in the mail. I haven't actually thrown them together to see how they're going to taste, but if it's what I think it's going to be like, I've had a couple of honey rubs in the past, and they've been sensational. Like, just you can actually taste that. So it's sort of like the Woolworths started selling hot honey. I don't know if you ever had hot honey before. It's like I know certain Woolworths sell it. It's just basically spicy honey.
Oh
Just
yeah,
put that on your
no, I
toast.
reckon I've had a spicy honey before. Yeah.
Yeah, so if I'm trying to replicate that flavour of honey, but that spiciness as well. Like, I don't reckon it's going to... I reckon, think of like the Godfather sort of spice level with a more of a sweet sort of profile. So like the natural ingredient, or the predominant ingredient in the new rub will be actually honey powder, which is ground up from honeycomb. So... yeah, if the flavour profile can be anything that like I'm picturing it, it could be my new favourite one as well. But
yeah,
I had a pizza
definitely looking
a while
forward
back.
to seeing how the testers go.
I had a pizza a while back that was a chili honey flavoured one, like in a home cooked pub thing, and the flavour of the chili honey is fucking epic. Like,
That's crazy. Like when you're speaking about like different barbecue flavours and profiles, honey's got to be one of the most. I don't know, unless you're in the know. I know, Rob, you love your honey incorporated in your barbecue, and I just think it's like something that's not used enough. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's funny. I legit hate honey. Like, I can't have honey sandwiches or anything like that because I'm not a honey fan when it comes to eating honey just on bread or anything. But you put it on meat, and I'm all over it.
Oh yeah, especially like leftover meat for some reason.
The next day, I love when I do the burnt ends and put the tray and all that in the fridge, and then the next day when everything's in, like even when I've just put normal, like just random, even when we've got brisket or something on the side, I'll throw brisket in there just to put it all in the one tray, and then the next day I get up and everything is just infused in that honey, and it just, I don't know, it's just the best.
Yeah.
It really is meat candy, that sort of stuff, when you add honey and brown sugar and all that sort of stuff.
Like, I'm sure it's been done, but make up your own barbecue sauce and infuse honey, like a honey barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I used to make up my own barbecue sauces for my ribs and stuff. Just random. They'd never be two the same. So I just whatever I had at the time, but I would have honey in it every time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Honey chili and smoked paprika, and then build it around that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good foundation for like. It doesn't have to be extravagant. The simplest of things complement meat perfectly. Like salt, pepper, and garlic, 3 ingredients that I don't know. That's all I cook my brisket in now is salt, pepper, and garlic. Because you don't want to.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't like to cooking pork and chicken's different, but I don't like taking away the beef flavor when I'm cooking beef.
Mm.
And like the salt, pepper enhances the beef flavor, and your garlic's just there to add a bit of a twist to it. Like, 3 key ingredients.
Yeah, I think the ox dust I'll be using more for brisket because I'm shocking. Like, instead of like looking up what I should be using, like this amount of salt and this amount of pepper, when I used to do briskets, I'll just be like fucking whacking it on there. I remember the first time I did one, it was so fucking peppery.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, this is nice, but fuck, it's peppery.
It was Texas style. That's so funny. I remember like when I was experimenting with barbecue rubs, and I was trying to get the all-purpose down pat, and this is before I even knew about using sugar. I just used paprika, salt, pepper, garlic, and I use way too much salt and pepper in this rub. And I was like, this doesn't look like anything like the barbecue rubs you buy in the store. Why is it like actual sand? And I realized there was no brown sugar in there to make it grainy. First brisket I did, holy shit. I reckon my in-laws would have diabetes at the moment from that one brisket. Ex-in-laws, should I say. Well, they will be soon.
It got him in the end.
Got your ass.
Would you consider doing as a big lamb eater? Would you consider doing a lamb rub down the track?
Yeah, I have. I've got about 3 different variations written down in my little recipe book for a lamb rub, and that without like committing to anything, that is there will be another rub eventually after the pork one, but the next rub that we'll do after that is definitely going to be lamb. I literally have 3 different recipes for it, just sitting there waiting to go. It's just It is like now that I've got like the sort of anti-clumping stage down pat, like and that's why I was making all my rubs like to order, so I never actually had stock. I had the ingredients there to make them all up, and I would just make them up as the orders would come through, because when I was making a heap up and just letting them sit there, they'd start to clump, and then I'd have to like empty the bottle again and like put them back through the food processor before I packaged them up and sent them out. But now that I feel like I've got the anti-clumping thing down, I should be able to start just making up bulk batches and having them sit there in storage until things are ready to go. Because evidently it'd be good to have like 30 of each just sitting in like a big plastic container that I could just pull out and but yeah, no, lamb rub, like the lamb rub actually I was supposed to do a lamb rub. I was already supposed to have a lamb rub out. I even have the artwork and labels ready to go. And then I was having trouble sourcing an ingredient. There was a certain ingredient. It wasn't mint. It was like granulated mint, and it was out of stock everywhere from my spice suppliers. And I was like, okay, we'll just put the lamb rub back on the back burner. And then that's where it stayed. It just never came about. And I thought, I'll wait till someone actually asks about a lamb rub, which evidently is so funny that you actually do ask, because it was this weekend as well that I just added one more sort of recipe to my little book, and it was a lamb rub. So, yeah, that's coming. That I will confirm that is coming.
Good, because I'm a big lamb eater. Like, I'll probably eat more lamb than I do beef and pork. So,
I honestly will admit I love a lamb roast on the Weber. Majority of the time, if I'm not cooking something big, it's always a lamb roast. If it's not like a brisket or fucking something like that.
Yeah. I actually got a leg of lamb on right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was like,
it's a sign.
Yeah, it's a sign. All right, guys, you heard it here first. But yeah, no, the lamb rubs, like when I've like been researching recipes and stuff like that, I always like research a base recipe, and then I don't try to mimic it, but like I'll take that as a foundation and try and build on that until I have something that works that I've created and I've just not copied.
Mm.
But as far as like lamb rub, I don't know. It looks like one of the most simplest recipes that you can make up because you can use an abundance of different herbs in your lamb rub, like you got your mint, thyme, rosemary, which of those are your 3 key ingredients. But then you can throw in like a couple of different variations, like throwing some dried oregano in there or some parsley, even like a couple of tablespoons of smoked paprika, just to have that smoky sort of rub. Like I don't really know any lamb rubs that even use paprika, but yeah, no, I'm excited to get a lamb rub down pat. I reckon it'd be very easy to make a unique one.
Yep. Yeah, so many variations. Put your own little spin on it, and away you go.
Yeah, 100%. But that's sort of what has been occupying my time in the last couple of weeks. That and searching for new exciting beers.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm as soon as I see something pop up, I'm like, remember that one?
Yeah.
I got like a whole section of screenshots. Hey.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, here's me thinking like there's only one bottle shop in town, but there's only a bottle shop I ever go to. But when we went, because they built a new one over, just probably about what would it be, about 300 meters away from the one I go to, and because it's a newer bottle shop, they pretty much stock everything. Like anything that's out now will be in there, compared to fucking Sam's bottle shop. So if you guys find something and I can't get it at the bottle shop where Sam works, I can go down to the other bottle shop and it should be in there.
Yeah.
Plus, I keep forgetting there's a fucking huge BWS across the bridge from me. There's only one bottle shop in town.
Yeah. We only have the one bottle shop in town, and I reckon it's probably the most expensive bottle shop in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was telling you or not, but it was like $73 for a 30-pack Great Northern Original.
It's outrageous.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the?
$73.
I'm like,
far out.
No wonder so many underage kids are binge drinking cheap, dirty shit like Goon.
Yeah. Shit.
They should make that $73 a bottle, so no one drinks the shit.
Yeah, exactly. I actually noticed that the pub around the corner from me, because we only got one pub in the town I live in, and they have like a little walk-in bottle shop, and I noticed the other day on their sign that their prices aren't that bad. Like I used to drive past them, fuck that. But then I looked at it the other day after I left the bottle shop, and really it's like $10 to $15 difference. So if you can be fuck going into town, it's not that bad, but like it isn't cheap. Like you're paying fucking, you could get a carton for like $60. Or when did I see it? It was $55 at the moment for a carton of originals, and that's for a 24-pack, not a 30-pack. And over here at the pub is $65 for a carton. So it's not that bad if you don't want to. Yeah, Stubbies. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's.
I was down there one night and I got a dozen to take home, and super crisp, and it was $40. So when you look at it that way, it's like they're like $17 a 6-pack. So getting it from a pub for 2 6-packs for $40, it's not too bad, but.
What do you think about it? It's not $20. That's pretty standard.
Yeah, that's right. So some things like that aren't too bad, but yeah, then you see when they're up to $70-something, it's like, nah, it's all right. I'll go into town.
Yeah, it's so hard to, and it's slowly been increasing over a certain amount of years. But like, imagine if like you're paying $50 one day for a carton of Northern, and then 2 weeks later, $70 was the norm. there'd be riots.
Mm.
I would be part of. I'd be leading the riots. But like, you slowly increase the price over a 5 to 6 year period. People are like, oh yeah, they start to think $65 for a 30-pack of Northerns. I'm going to get that because that's cheap as. Where in reality, it's not. That is such a bullshit price. But fuck.
Yeah, that's what they do. It's comparatively.
Oh yeah, I remember when I was younger and I first started drinking. Well, not first started. When I started, me and Matt's brother were drinking together. We were paying like $20 for a carton of long necks, like a carton of big bottles, and that was that was nothing. Imagine now.
They sell what's in a carton of Tallies? 12.
12, yeah.
12, yeah. They sell them at the celebrations on the other side of town. I'm going to price that next time in there. The Great Northern Tallie Originals. That'd be fucking.
Sometimes I don't mind just sitting there with a big long neck. And just like, So you can pour it in the glass?
Nah. I'll take it in a brown paper bag at least.
Oh, we used to go away to like. We used to go away like lawn bowls, tournaments, and shit. Like, yeah, that's exactly where I was going to go with that as well. Like, you know, you'd leave the pub on a Saturday night and it's late as hell. You're like, just get a takeaway, just get a Tallie takeaway, put it in the brown paper bag, and we used to walk back to our accommodation. It used to be a thing, like we get a Tallie to walk home with, and see, not enough people do that. Like kids nowadays are playing video games where they should be going down to their local bottle shop, getting a Tallie and walk home.
Long neck and going with it.
Yeah, get outside and touch the pavement.
And enjoy yourself.
Get a Tallie and a long neck and a brown paper bag, lose your shoe.
Yeah. If you can find an empty guitar case, you've made it.
You can't have it in a brown paper bag unless you've only got one shoe on.
Yeah, that's right. You seem to get left alone that way too.
Yeah,
don't talk to that guy.
Start rambling to yourself as well.
He's talking to himself. Yeah. There used to be a fella
that young people.
Yeah, you don't give a shit about Moogie. You and your kids.
Yeah, I've seen that bloke.
Probably. Yeah, that's good look into my future. Anyway.
Good.
So what's been occupying your time, Matt?
Beard stuff.
Beard stuff.
Heaps of beard stuff. Just releasing all the fragrances, the Bearded Mafia beard oils. So that's all the fragrances released now. We drip.
How many you got now?
There's a dozen, I think.
Yeah.
So 12 fragrances, and then in the next 2-3 weeks, I'll have the range of Farms butters and shampoos out as well.
Yeah.
And then we'll turn our attention to the next big thing. So it's just been all the tedious stuff, you know, artwork, trying to come up with new little fucking videos to release them, and trying to find some form of engagement is fucking.
And what's the flavors you got? The fragrances, I should say, not flavors.
Okay, let's see if I can remember them all off the top of my head. What was the latest one I did? Frothies. So the beer scented one, which is like, it's a very unique smell because, like I put in the post, getting beer stuck in your beard is like awful. But this is like a really sweet vanilla-y. Like the first hit is like beer, but then it's like dissipates to a sweet vanilla-y scent, and it's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
What else we got? Pirate one, which is like a rum and sea salt blend. That one's fucking actually really good. Quite a manly one. What do we got? The one, which was the first one we released, which is a cologne style. We've got the Don, which is another cologne style, just a bit more watery, a bit less intense. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Coconut one, which is just your basic coconut and lime, but it's fucking really, really good, really creamy. What else have I got here? The unique one that I released about last week is the anti-man flu one, which is the minty eucalyptus style one, but it's a bit more subtle. Just just for like clears up your sinuses for when you're feeling like shit, but you still want your beard to look half decent.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
Back in the day when you were sick and your mum used to put fucking bit of Vicks under your nose and
yeah,
just like that, but it would make your beard look killer as well.
Guys are talking on.
Yeah, I know.
Sore throat. Hang on.
Yeah, hold on. We're right now.
All good.
I got the Halloween one, which is like a spiced pumpkin jobby, which is really fucking delicious, actually. Outback, which is Australian bush smell, which that one's really cool. I like that one. That one was a bit strong for Jamie. She didn't particularly like it, but I like the smell of the fucking the lemon myrtle and that sort of shit. That one's really good.
Yep.
Power, which is another cologne style one. The smokehouse one, which is like a wood smoke smell. Which one? That one's delicious. That one's exactly what it says. It's woody, smoky job.
I love
vanilla.
That
I reckon it's the last one.
Fire smell.
It's really good.
Fresh from the fire.
Yeah.
Filthy fire.
Yeah.
The vanilla gorilla, which is a vanilla one.
Yep.
And the two coffee ones. We've got the Irish coffee, which is like coffee with whiskey coffee.
Yep.
And the iced coffee, which is like a vanilla-y coffee. So one's a bit more, one's a bit more alcoholic than the other one. And that's it.
Sounds alright. I was actually going to ask you if you were going to start doing balms and stuff.
Yes, yeah. I got all the stuff ready to go. Yeah. Just got to tinker with it, make sure I get the recipe right. And then, I've got the artwork pretty much ready to go. And, we'll release them as soon as I nail it.
Yep.
We'll have them out hopefully in the next 2-3 weeks.
That
sounds good. It's hard to come up with names. Well.
Yes. Short answer is
I hate trying to think of,
Yep. Yeah, name I sit there I make the fragrance and everything and blend it to where I want it and then smell it and then I'm trying to find an inspiration. I'll sit there fucking smelling like fucking what is the first thing that pops into my head? Write a few things down. Go again, write a few things down until I find what I want. And then that's my process anyway.
Yeah, that's because looking back, like when I first had the idea of seasonings, and I hate that I look at it now, but it's just like Beardy's all-purpose barbecue rub. I look at it now and think, fuck, Ryan, you clown. That's shit. That's shit. And I've got hundreds of fucking labels that I've got to use. I'm like, one day I've got to think of like a rebrand. But like at the time, it's so hard. Like, because obviously, Beard Mafia releasing beard products and like, sort of the same, like the smoking bit. You try to like circulate your names around that beard theme, and it's a lot harder to try and get it right.
Yeah, so, I didn't want to pigeonhole it within like the mafia part of it or whatever. Like,
I
wanted to be a bit more spread. Yeah, I don't know, just not so pigeonholed into one little area that you fucking have no room to move.
Yeah,
you limit yourself artistically. So.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, well,
it's
like, but it's a fucking
like the other night when that guy.
So
yeah, like the other night when that guy, I was like over the moon when I was showing him the Bearded Mafia barbecue rub, and he's like, he picked it up, and as soon as he looked at the label, he's like, Bearded Mafia, he goes, I've seen this before. I'm like, yes,
that's so good.
Yeah, we're circulating.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And
mate.
I've had heaps of my mates and family members and everything come up to me that have come across it on socials. They're like, what are they? Some of them don't understand what the fuck's going on, but so what is it? What is it? What have you got to do with it? How does it work? Well, it's good that it's getting around anyway.
Well, the more we use it, the more it's going to get out there, and the more like we share the page, it'll start going on people's algorithm and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like the whole encapsulation of it is like they're so intertwined, which is the thing that I love about what we've tried to build with all the branding together.
No, mate, it's gone.
There's this part here. There's the podcast. There's the barbecue. There's the beard oils. There's the merch. There's the
X.
There's everything, and it's all based around the one thing that we have, and that's we've always had and we've always wanted was brotherhood.
Yeah,
that's right.
Based around that one, that one thing.
Yeah, it's kind of cool how one bit of a little bit of facial hair can actually not only bring a group of boys or a group of people together, but it also sparks potential businesses and ideas moving forward.
Ideas and like getting the juices flowing for ideas, like and people that you weren't expecting to have that camaraderie with. That you you get to meet and socialize with, and then they have ideas, and you find like-minded people that all want to grow. And yeah, I think that's the really cool part about it.
Yeah,
I remember we said to Josh when he was on into the opportunities that you wouldn't have thought just having an interest in facial hair would have brought.
Yeah, that's
right. It's cool to think about like what it's sort of created. Just the beard.
Yeah, for sure.
Just having a beard has created. It's created like group of mates that can game together, jump on a video call, and have a couple of beers together. Now, like
Absolutely.
Doing a weekly podcast together, and it hasn't been. It's not as if it's been something that's been happening for ages. So it's pretty cool to think about what could transpire over a 2 to 3 year period.
I'll get excited thinking about the future and just the opportunities, and even just making your ideas come to life is just, I don't know, there's something special in that, I think.
Yeah,
100%.
I absolutely love my Bearded Mafia jumper and t-shirt and that. I wear it everywhere. As soon as someone like points it out or mentions it, I'm straight out like, yeah, no, we do this.
Yeah. I had an old lady come up to me the other day. She's like, I love your shirt. I was like, thanks, darling.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Thanks, Dal. You want one?
Like 80-year-olds. Well, that was brilliant. Thank you. I should have so we've got a couple new merch stuff coming out as well. That design that you sent me, the gold skull and the goldy orangey writing. I'll have that one sorted in the next week or so too.
Oof.
That one's going to look sick. I'm going to do a shirt version and a singlet version.
I'd like to redo the Bearded Mafia barbecue shirt with that new one with the tongs and the
that new logo just gets me moist.
I've redone a bunch of the beard oil labels, and like I just wanted to get them out there just to begin with, but I've made them a bit more personalised to each flavour. But I've replaced the original skull with the one with the gold because it just pops.
Yeah,
it's just so much.
I just love the love the gold. Yeah,
it looks
I like the gold. It was hard getting that fucking in there, but because I tried to do it so I wouldn't look too goldy, like because it's a rustic look.
Yeah.
So I needed to get that gold to look rustic, but like not. It was that fine line of getting that right color.
Yeah, it looks sick.
So it's like a bronzy, goldy thing.
That's what I was going to say. It almost looks like
it looks
a bronze
weathered.
or brass type thing. Yeah.
Like it's an old. It makes it look like an old looking crown. Yeah.
Yeah, like a medieval crown.
And it turned out fucking
that's
sick.
The bit that I like. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's killer.
Yeah, no, I liked it. It's I forever loved the original, but just every time I looked at it, I'm like, it doesn't look connected. It looks disconnected sometimes, and with the beard and the skull and the cigar. And then when I turned it all like that, and then the cigar was looking weird, and I'm like, all right, I have to take the cigar out of its mouth.
Yeah.
And then because I drew the mo back in and the bottom lip and all that sort of stuff, and then redid it all. And as soon as that come back out the way it did, I'm like, yep, no, that's it.
Yeah, it was so hard in the beginning.
I was going to put the cigar back in. I'm like, no, don't.
Yeah, I like it without it.
Oh, wow, I didn't even realise.
Yeah, I was so hard in the beginning to try and get that beard to match the rest of the skull.
Yeah.
Like, to make it look like it had been all drawn by just one person rather than, like, as the slight style change is, like, stark. Like, it's...
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fucking hell, I've got to try and not use the style that
Because it looked okay when you looked at it as the logo on your phone or something like that, but as soon as it got printed out, the more you looked at it, the more he's like, this is disconnected. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah, I've tried to tweak it. I tweaked it again about 2 months ago, I reckon, and I redrew the entire fucking thing. I drew over the eyes, I drew over everything, so it was all, and it did look heaps better.
Yep.
Because that was it. Once you printed it, it was like, fucking hell, like you can tell the little. Most people, you wouldn't tell unless you fucking sat there and really looked at it, which you would have.
No, that's right. Unless you knew the story of the skull itself, Because that one picture is not just one picture; it's multiple.
Yeah, and it took me
a lot of things were brought into that and put in that.
Probably took me 3 hours to go over it to get it looking like it was one.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it did turn out a lot better. But the gold ones, shit's all over it anyway.
Yeah, I love it. It just, I don't know, it's just the look of it, and it just looks good. The skull looks fucking much nicer, and the beard, like everything just flows better. Because when I first did it, I didn't have the gold in the skull in the crown, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, it needs something now. It needs something like just a little bit of color, but not something over the top. And then that's when I thought about doing the gold through the crown, and that's when it once it all worked out well and looked good. That's when I showed you guys, and everyone fell in love with us.
What about
definitely?
What about you, Rob? What have you been up to? What are your goals?
Tinkering away at a few things. Should I say something? Me and Croppy have been talking about. We've been tossing up things like last couple of days about a country brand.
Yep.
And that you want to think of something. You want to think of hard names. Fucking try and come up with a country brand.
I was sitting there last night. Actually,
I've tossed up so many different names. Fucking everything.
Every name that I think of, and I type it out. I'm like, oh no, that's borderline queer. Like, it's just everything sounds.
Oh, that's
everything. I won't say nothing on here, but I'll send you a photo of one thing that we tossed up last night.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Well, it's a bit of tongue in cheek, but it's okay. But I've thought of so many more today, but.
My personal favourite was.
I like that. That's killer.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't say it. No, can't.
Oh, you thought the one I was saying today.
Filthy pistolas.
That's awesome.
Filthy Phil's pistolas. I like that.
Pistola. Yeah, good.
Pistolas.
I got it.
I was driving along and I heard pistolas on this song. I'm like, oh wow. And then I'm like, Great Western pistolas. But then I'm like, I googled it, and there is a Great Western pistols. So I'm like, oh, there goes that idea. And then I'm like, Filthy Phil's pistolas. I'm like, I fucking love that actually.
There's some really good like country brand names out there, like. You think of R.M. Williams, right? Like how big that brand is. And it's not really, it's sort of still a country brand, but it's not just tailored to country people anymore. Like, they sell fucking business shoes and that type of thing now. But like even the name, like R.M. Williams, like obviously it's the guy's actual name that founded that company. R.M. Williams has no connection, the actual name itself has no connection to any inkling to suggest that it's a country brand. But you slap a Longhorn logo on that, R.M. Williams sounds like the most countryest thing you've ever heard.
Yeah.
It really does. Yeah.
Funny how that works. Yeah. Like Ringers Western, another one, or Western. That's sort of a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
There comes a point with brands like that, like RM Williams. It's like it transcends the genre itself. So it's like it becomes so big that they, instead of like they sort of just encapsulate country, and you just know. It's like your mind just makes that synopsis straight away. It's like
100%.
Like, that's country.
I even thought, like, my street name that I live in, Great Western Plains, I thought that'd be a cool fucking brand. But then I looked it up, of course it's fucking taken.
That sounds... It sounds like you've got a horse tied up outside. And, like, to get to the botlo that you talk about, you literally have to ride there.
Trot along.
You have to.
Yeah.
You're literally down the street going, howdy.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, man.
So, yeah.
Like, Great Western Plains. Like, fucking hell. Straight out of Red Dead Redemption.
I love it.
Like, even...
I know, and it was funny how we just started playing that game as well, just as I moved in here as well.
So good.
Oh, I actually miss playing.
I miss trying to lasso everyone. It's just...
Yeah, that was good.
I miss having fireballs coming out of me arms.
Oh, yeah, holy crap.
Just riding along, there's just flames coming out of your arms.
And the crashes.
Oh, man, we should get back into that.
The horse crashes in that are so much more epic than the car crashes.
Everyone's got Xbox now. We could all get on Xbox. I think I've actually still got it on Xbox. Don't think about
it. When you do fall off your horse, it's like your horse has lost all bones and it's just ligaments flapping around.
Yeah.
Still the fucking greatest fucking video of all time that when we first started playing Red Dead years ago.
Oh, yes.
And
I have seen
absolute chaos. All hell breaks loose. Fucking bodies going
That's when you
everywhere.
come flying across the... Yeah. You come flying across the thing and then I fucking jump scare my horse and shoot the go to shoot it in the head and then it just bucks me off.
So good.
Oh, that was the best video.
Well, there's no brakes on that horse. Well, I'm positive of it. I come in hot everywhere.
I just love how you come flying through there. It looked like Mick Foley. Coming off the cage.
Cactus Jack, fucking... Yeah, good.
Oh, man, we should all get that on Xbox again.
Yeah.
Because we were playing it on PC, weren't we? And that's where all the issues were.
As fuck.
Yeah, because it was never really properly optimized for that. I've got it on the PS, but I wish they fucking had it. I wish Rockstar had crossplay.
I don't know what they're doing, I don't know if it must put too much pressure on their servers or something, but...
Yeah.
It would be...
I mean, mate, like, because my mate was like, when I first started, he's like, oh, you got an Xbox? I'm like, yeah, mate. He's like, you got Red Dead? I said, nah. He's like, you should get it. I'm like, yeah, right. And I started, like, I'm like, oh, because I loved part one. And then fucking by the end of that day, he's like, check your account. Like, check your Xbox account. And I'm like, okay. I'll go on my account. And he fucking bought me the game. Oh. I'm like, sweet. And then the cunt never fucking played it ever again.
Oh, free game.
God. Well, when are you going to play? When do you want to play? And he's like, oh, I don't have time. Well, why'd you fucking buy it for me? I'm not going to complain.
That sounds like me buying a PC so I could play GTA with yous.
Yeah. Oh. Good. Awesome. Just dump $1,000
God, I wish
to play
we could
GTA.
still play that.
Oh, that was some of the best fun.
I really should get my PC fixed so we can play that again. That was so much fun with the modders.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, that was good fun.
Some made it fun, I reckon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some of them were fucking
Some were out of control.
That
one we were trying to play, and there was just...
Fuck, man.
There's like subs spawning in the middle of the street. You couldn't even run.
That's right.
Things were just like landing on you.
400 cars falling down from the sky and shit.
Yeah. Remember that one that he took us for a drive and he was just like doing random shit, and then we went down to that beach and there was just like fucking shit going everywhere.
Wait,
boats and tanks and
remember that time we were getting picked on by a modder and one of our other modder friends that we made friends with came in and
they just came in and destroyed him.
That was
so good.
That's as good as gaming gets.
I love that. That was so cool. They went to town on him and then he just left. He's like, I can't do it anymore.
I'd love to, like, I got it on I got it on both PlayStation and Xbox, but obviously I got my account modded on PC. It's just it's I've got more money than I know what to do with, and I could be heavily into the game, but it's one of those things. I don't know. Like people always say, PC gaming is like the way to go, but like that's every game I play, and like my PC can run games, but I don't know, it just seems like it's so inconsistent all the time. Whereas you jump on your console, it's going to work.
Fucking amount of game crashes and shit all the time, like it's fucking nuts. Compared to console gaming, which just the games are built for that. The games are built for that exact system. That's the fucking thing. Like, your PC might be good enough to run whatever, but there's so many different components for a PC, different brand components, different mixtures of components.
Yep.
So like one thing's out of place, and it's like, oh fuck, shit myself. Whereas
and you got it before.
Like, every Xbox is the fucking same.
Yep. And every time, like when I was like doing a little bit of streaming, like every time I went to stream, I'd have to fucking check my driver updates and all this shit. So I just started streaming from the console through a capture card. It's like, I'll take all the PC components out of it and just use it as a pass-through.
Yeah, we had fucking awful trouble streaming through both our PCs. Like Robert had awful trouble with his all the time, and fucking mine bugging out between. Mine playing games wasn't too bad. As soon as you add the streaming element to it, it'd be a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Like I could play games like whether it be online or offline, but as soon as OBS was running and I was live, it was like, oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, OBS OBS comes with its own fucking list of problems.
Oh, between OBS and Discord,
buggy as don't get me started on Discord. I couldn't even join that Discord the other day. Like, I can't join any Discord anymore.
You know what I hate about Discord is when you boot your PC up, Discord automatically opens, and it's like, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that pisses me off.
I'm updating.
I fucking hate that.
Fuck off, gun.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete it on my PC and my two PCs because I got it on my I got the Discord app on my phone. I can do, I don't even use Discord really.
We don't need it for. Yeah, we don't need it for podcasts anymore.
No, it's just one of those things. It's fun if you want to jump in a voice chat and.
Yeah, that's right.
A bit of a laugh.
Yeah, for sure.
But
that's right. Well, before we wrap up this episode, sorry, you guys finish and I'll.
No, you go.
Oh no, I've got nothing.
I'm done.
All right. Well, before we wrap up this episode, we'll let everyone know about the guests at the end of the month. The guests, their name's Bridges Brewing. And they are located in Melbourne. They're a home brewer, and they specialise in New England IPAs and anything hazy. And they do a lot of cooks as well. They fucking look like they cook some mad meals as well. Low and slow enthusiasts like ourselves.
This is going to be a good
episode. So this is going to be a good episode. Good little stepping stone for us to step away from Twitch streamers or anything like that and head towards other things.
Absolutely.
Genuine people.
Open.
Can we pick up?
That's right.
Can you pick up their beers from anywhere? Any retailers?
Unfortunately not, because I already asked this like way before I even asked about if they want to be on. So that would have been good if we could have been able to get our hands on it, on a couple of beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe I might see I might message them and see if there's any possible way that one of us would be able to. But I'm pretty sure they're only based they only have their stuff in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but
I might research.
Other than that, it'd be good to have a chat with them. Yeah, have a chat with them, see what their goals are. Like they seem like they want to be big brewers and stuff like that. And there is a market out there for what they're selling. So
absolutely.
I think they'll be all right.
100%. The craft beer scene is huge, man.
Absolutely, it's nice to pick their brains.
I look at them
how they started and everything.
Yeah, well, I look at them and I just think of Big Shed in Adelaide, same sort of thing, like craft beer, and they have fucking low and slow cooking.
Absolutely,
it's a perfect little combination.
Joint too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Are you sure that was God's one of his first commandments, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
That's right. That's why he wanted all the animals on the fucking Noah's Ark. He's like, get the fucking animals
on
there.
Have you seen that meme? It's like Noah's Ark and there's two fellas carrying a smoker on board.
yeah. All right, guys. We'll leave it there. And been good to chat to you again.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks for
We'll do this again next week.
Yeah, we got next week's episode that'll be just another chat. We'll probably have a subject by then, and then it'll be the guest.
Absolutely.
And then hopefully after that, we'll be doing a live fucking beer review.
Oh yeah, true that. Yes. I'm excited for that. I'll get some dates for that soon.
Guys. Yeah, that'd be good. We'll leave it at that, and thanks for joining us. Enjoy the episode, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.
Catch you.